Gina. Hey, Apricot. Got your babies? Hey, guys. Alright. Alright, so welcome back to Whitehouse Farm. What we're going to be doing today, we're going to be doing a new tune-up on the dump truck. And we got some new ceramic high heat ignition wires because it gets pretty hot in there. I've been wanting to get these for a while and throw them in there because I've been using just regular, and yeah, make sure that they're zip tied far enough away from the engine and stuff because it gets pretty hot and melts the stuff. But we also got, let's see here, got some new spark plugs, got a new fuel filter, and then here's our new tune-up kit. So this has everything. So we'll go ahead, we'll get into this and get this old gal all tuned up and ready for the summer. So all right, let's get to it. All right, so first thing I want to do, I want to take off this old Firestarter 3000 here. All right, so let's go ahead and get this off of here. All right, let's clip this. Clip this one here. We should be able to just pull this now. Yeah. There we go. And pull that out. And the reason, I mean, I've had this in here, and as you can see, I had it secured so it was up against these big hoses. Problem a lot of people have with these is that they don't secure them down, and it's glass, so if it cracks, it'll just spill gas everywhere in here, and then you'll have a flaming vehicle that'll just go up in flames. So that's why we're gonna go ahead. I mean, this is old anyways. That's why we're gonna go ahead and use the new one here. Look at that big chip in there. Something tried coming through. There we go. All right, so here's our new fuel filter, and as you can see, it says in here. So we're gonna connect that up to where it comes through, and then this is your out. It's gonna go right through into there. You can make sure you put it in the right way. Put this guy in here. Much easier. All right, so let's go ahead and tighten these up. All right, so we got that on there. That's all good now. Let's go ahead and take this off. All right, so what we're gonna do now, we're gonna go ahead and label all the ignition wires, 1, 3, 5, and 7 on this side, and then 2, 4, 6, and 8 on the other side. And then that way we could pull this whole cap and everything, and then put our new wires on it, and then put it right back together. And that way it'll be in the right fire and order.
Alright, so now we got all the spark plug wires labeled and off. Let's go ahead and remove this cap. And we're also going to address that. Yeah, here. Unplug this. There we go. Come on. Now we can remove this whole cap. And once again, this is the part number. All right, even got a new plug for in there, which is great. So that's a high output. Even got the grease. You put that behind here on the plate when you put it in. Got some heavier duty springs and stuff, so. All right, so we put the three screws in there. That just keeps the cap on there. So now we can match this right up with this one, just like that. And we can start running our wires. And once again, these are the ceramic ignition wires. All right. So as you can see, this is going to be a lot nicer. And it's not going to have the 90-degree turn like these do, because that just pushes it closer to the engine. This way they're straight out. And yeah, you see how that one even got burned. All right, you know what? It's gonna be a lot easier if I go ahead and get all the rest of this stuff done and then throw this on, and then I can cut these to a good size, because some of these were long, and these kind you couldn't cut, but these ones you can, so you could actually make them the size you want. So I'm gonna go ahead and get all this rest of the stuff in there, hook up everything else here, get it in, and then we'll come back to the spark plug wires for the last thing, and that way they'll be measured out properly. Okay, let's go ahead and remove the rotor here. pretty nasty and corroded up too. Definitely it's time for a tune-up. Go ahead and remove our electronic module here. All right. Jeez, it's fighting me. All right, so we got that out of there now. The whole wire and condenser. All right, let's unplug our vacuum. Wow. That's a little crusty, huh? Yes. Oh.
Hi. Hi.
Holy crap. That was like corroded up in there. I couldn't get it out. That's garbage. All right, let's put the new one in. There we go. All right, so here's our old plug with the condenser, and then this is the new one. A little different, but should work the same. So let's go ahead and get this in there. All right, so that's in there now. Let's go ahead and get our grease. Let's go ahead and get our grease on there, and then get our electronic chip put in, our module. I'm gonna put it all over here. And we're going to put it all over the back of this. There we go. All right. So we got the other plug on there now. Now we can put our two screws back in. All right, so we got that all back together. We can actually hook up our vacuum line now. All right, so at this point, if you wanted to adjust any of your springs, depending on what you're doing, if you're drag racing or I ain't gonna be doing too much drag racing in this dump truck, but actually here's your little slip here. It tells you what color springs to put in for what you're gonna be, for your application, what you're doing. And I would actually, if I was gonna do it, I'd do the medium, which is the silver, and that's for street small block. But I'm not racing. I'm gonna leave these in here. These are good. I replaced these a couple years ago, so we'll leave them there. If I want to change it, I can. I have the parts, but this is good enough for now. Next thing we need to address is the wire here. We need to get a secure connection on here, so let's go ahead and do that. And once again, we're going to use our solder and seal connectors here. Alright, so you don't have to do this. This is overkill, but I'm going to go ahead and tape that anyways over that. Alright, now we can put our rotor on there. Alright, so now we can put our coil together here. And this simply goes right in here. And it's labeled black ground, or B plus ground, C minus. So you got your positive, your ground, all right, got that on there. That on there. Okay, so that's all on there now. All right, let's start pulling all these spark plugs. Get all the spark plugs out now. All right, so here's our new ones. That's what we'll be putting in. So let's go ahead and get these all in there. Okay, so now we got all the spark plugs, the old ones taken out and the new ones put in, and they all look pretty decent, so aren't too bad. But since we're doing a whole tune-up on it, we're gonna replace them and put all new stuff in. So, all right, next thing to do is start running the ignition wires. All right, so I had to shut it down for the rest of the afternoon and part of the evening because today is my baby boy's birthday, Major. Happy 5th birthday. You'll be able to watch this in the future. So, all right, he's inside playing with toys right now, so he's fully occupied. But let's go ahead and let's start getting these on there and cutting them and setting them to the right size. All right, so obviously we're gonna run the longer ignition wires, starting back here with the 1 and the 3, and then the other side with the 2 and the 4, and we're gonna work our way back here. And then we'll cut them to fit up on here. All right, so I got our 2 longest ones here. So this will go on the 1 and it'll go on the 2 on the other side. See, and the good thing about these is that they're straight, whereas the other ones had the boot with the 90 like that. So they would curve in and they'd be closer to the ram's horns here where they'd burn if they touched. But these are definitely a lot better. Alright, so I just got this mocked up right now. I gotta figure out how to get my top bolts for this. We got it just down here loosely. We'll secure it all once it's all set. But let's go ahead and start running these wires. So we got the wires ran on each side. Now we just need to cut them and hook up the connectors and the boots and get them in the right firing order. So cut it right about there. And you want about that much. And you want to take this and fold it back on itself like that, and then put this in here like this. Now we got a good tight fit there. And now we're going to take our boot, we're going to feed this through. Alright, so this is the number 1, and that's going to go right here. Alright, so we got the number 1 on. All right, so all new cap, rotor, condenser, spark plug wires, vacuum advance, all new stuff, all set up now. Now that we got it on there, one last thing to do is fire her up and see how she sounds. Contact.
All right. So what a great tune-up kit. Easy to install, and now we got all new hardware in there. As you can see, the old stuff I'll show you really quick. Yeah, it's starting to burn out there. Old condenser, old wiring, old module. We'll save that because modules go bad, and this was still a good module. Definitely chucking that. That's all rusted up. That was a pain in the butt to get off. And then all new spark plug wires from our old ones. And now I shouldn't have to worry about the spark plug wires burning up, because those other ones were, you know, they were a 90 degree, whereas these are straight on, so they won't be touching anything. So it should work a lot better. And man, she sounds good, and man, instant fire, just like that. So, all right, guys. Once again, I'll leave a link in the description for that packet that I got to set everything up, and also the spark plug wires. They're the ceramic, and they're really good. So, all right, guys. Hope you guys like, enjoy, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.
You can't say goodbye without saying goodbye to me.
All right, Olaf. We'll see you on the next one. All right. Bye, Obo.
Hi, guys.